All right. Good evening, good evening. This is Chris Hayden, and I'm the president of the Rotary E Club of North Texas. Welcome to all guests and those who are watching. Can we get someone to do our pledge of allegiance?
I will. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Thank you very much for that. Can we get someone to read our invocation?
As we gather here today as members of Rotary, we pray that we are ever mindful of opportunities to render our service to fellow citizens and to our community. Keeping in mind always the enduring values of life, exerting our efforts in those areas and on those things upon which future generations can build with confidence. Let us continue to strive to make a better world.
That was great. Thank you very much for that. And I'll read our vision statement. Together, we see a world where people unite and take action to create lasting change across the globe, in our communities, and ourselves. So, I have a special guest. Miss Mary, would you like to present?
Yes, I would. And you guys should be so proud of yourselves. And for those of you I don't know, I'm Mary Badowski. I was district governor last year. And last year, you guys did a great job in putting your goals in club in Rotary, and you had actually 18 goals that you inputted in there, and you achieved all 18. The Club Excellence Award is all about that and other things. It is the most significant award a club can receive from Rotary International. So this is a big deal. Um, what you've done to achieve this award is, well, all sorts of things. I mean, your work in the community, the service that you do, your leadership, your innovation, and the engagement of your members. That all is really important. One of the mainstays of this award is in putting goals and achieving those goals. And how you qualify for the award is you um, have to input at least half of the goals that are available, and there's about 34 of them. So you guys chose 18 and you achieved 18. And I thought real quickly, I'll just let you know what you did. You set a goal of 15 members and you made that goal. You set a goal of achieving your strategic plan and you did. You set a goal of having 40 members participate in service projects, but you actually had 60. That's 60. That's amazing. You set a goal of $1,000 for contributions to the annual fund, and you actually contributed $1,420. You set a goal for Polio Plus of 250, and that was your goal, and you achieved 255. So you did it. Benefactors, you set a goal of having one, and you did that. Social activities, a goal of 4, you did 4. Service projects, you set a goal of doing 12. You guys did 45. That's amazing. And yes, you're not just a e-club that nobody should pay attention to. They should be paying attention to you guys. Membership, new member sponsorship. You set a goal of 1 and you did 1. Online presence, you were there. Rotary Action Group, you said you'd have 2 members become members, and you did. You updated your website and social media twice a month. Your goal was once a month. Leadership development, you sent 5 people to leadership courses that the district offered. You set a goal of 3. So that's really great. Your bylaws got updated. You sent somebody to RILA. Yes. You used Rotary promotional materials. Yes. Rotary Fellowship. You have 2 members that have joined a fellowship. I'm hoping it's the wine one. And district training, you had 5 members attend district training, and you set a goal of 3. So anyway, you can see that you set some pretty great goals. You picked some good ones, and you did it. And congratulations. I actually have your certificate in a frame for you. I don't think you can see it, but anyway, I will get that to Chris so that he can show it to all of you properly at your next social, right, Chris? Yeah. Anyway,
Yes,
congratulations.
ma'am.
I'm really proud of you, and I think you're going to enjoy the recognition that you get at the awards celebration. That's all I'm going to say. And by the way, we're sold out as of today. So,
All
so
right.
we did it. Yep. So, yep, we're sold out. So here we go.
Thank you
Anyway,
very much.
congratulations, and thank you for letting me pop in and do this for you.
Thank
Well,
you.
definitely, thank you. All right, so we'll keep it going. So for this month of August is membership in new club development. This is perfect for what we're trying to do. Is there any ideas to help this progress for us this month? Anybody have any ideas?
You know, I commend Daniel for inspiring to send that email out today. What are we doing? Are we wearing the Rotary brand? Are we asking our friends and colleagues to come check us out? We do have some great speakers. So it's really, that's something we can leverage. So I'm going to take it personally. Count me in for at least one new member this year.
Okay, all right. Well, for myself, I've been networking with other members and presidents from other clubs, and those people I've been trying to invite to our club so they can see how we move, and if their members are, leaving the district or they feel like they can't, survive in that club, they can come visit us and see if we can be a better fit. So that's what I've been doing recently is reaching out, making sure we have a presence online as well as in person. All right. Anybody else have any comments, concerns on this one? All right, we'll keep it going. So, old business. We know Linda and David got married. Congratulations to the newlyweds.
Thank you.
It was beautiful seeing y'all two beautiful souls get together. On top of that, we had our new officers. As you can see here, myself, Daniel, he's the president-elect. Ms. Juliet, she is our secretary. We have Marcellus as our foundation chair. Uh, Service project is Jack. Treasurer is Ms. Linda. So the image chair, me and the co-chair, me and Jerica, and other places. All right. So also at the wedding, we gave out our Paul Harris Fellow to Miss Mercedes. Congratulations again, because I was able to see you and give you this. Would you like to say something, Miss Mercedes? You're on mute.
Well, thank you. Yeah, I was surprised to receive that at Linda's wedding, but thank you very much. And, I hope
I know we should have mailed it to you, but it was better to give it to you in person.
that's quite all right. That's quite all right. Thank you, Chris. You made the effort to
Oh, not a
do
problem.
that. Thank you.
All right, so we'll keep it going. Ms. Linda, would you like to introduce our project that we're doing for fundraising?
The project for,
Our fundraiser, our Rotary fundraiser.
oh, well, at International Assembly several years ago, I met a lady that does custom jewelry. It's real blingy. And so she is now, we have it as a fundraiser. Anybody that orders online from her, we get a percentage of the proceeds of what she makes. Right now, she's offline. I think she's getting married this month, I was told. And so she's not taking orders right now. But we get a percentage of anything that's ordered. So go to ladyjanejewelry.com. It's Jayne. And I wear all of her bling. And so I've had several people that have ordered, and I've ordered for people in other organizations that she makes stuff for. So we get credit for that. And so we'll get paid on a quarterly basis. And so right now it hasn't been a quarter. So we will be getting some money from that.
All right, all right. Thank you very much for that. So, announcements. We had birthdays last month, or we had technical difficulties last month, but birthdays from last month was David and Jennifer. Happy belated birthday to you both. I didn't see any for August, but if there's any birthdays from August, happy birthday to you as well. All right, so we have some anniversaries.
It was
Myself
my
and Juliet,
birthday.
our
My
anniversary
birthday was in July.
it was in July?
Yeah,
Oh, I'm so sorry if I missed that.
that's all right.
Well, happy
What
belated
day
birthday.
is that? And I'll put it in there, Howard. What date?
July 31st.
All right, I'll go at it.
Oh yeah, we definitely missed that. I'm
Yeah.
so sorry.
Okay.
Okay. As far as anniversary,
I'm married. I know real
go ahead.
pain. It's okay. Thank you.
We understand. We understand. As far as the Rotary anniversaries, hopefully I'm not missing anyone. But we had July, myself and Miss Juliet, and this month we had Miss Burns, Miss Charlotte. Happy Rotary birthday!
Thank you.
All right, we'll keep it going. So, Mr. Howard, would you like to introduce our speaker, please?
Yes. Hold on. I thought our district governor was the speaker.
Well, may as you can see, his lovely picture is here.
That's what they told me. So I canceled the
Yes.
speaker.
Yes. No. He is our speaker, but normally you always do an intro.
I
want you
wasn't
to-
given one.
Okay.
It's not okay. We didn't prepare you this time. It's okay.
Okay. Okay.
Here's our district. Mike Callahan has gone through extensive training in Orlando and Dallas and several other places to get to be a outstanding governor. So here he is, Mike Callahan.
Thank you, Linda. All right, let me see if I can share the screen properly.
Who was that?
I'm adding Lisa Dindy. Perfect.
Oh, good.
Well, I'm trying to share my screen, but
Can you help him, Howard, or Chris?
There's a share screen at the bottom of the screen. If you click on that button, you should be able to share your screen.
share.
It's right in the bottom,
Okay.
near the middle.
Got it.
There, that's it. You're good.
Okay.
Okay. I just mute myself and try to get out of the way when we have a speaker. I come back after.
Okay. All right. Everybody seeing that now?
Yes, sir.
You
got it.
Thank you, Howard, for your help there. So if you remember when I was there at your installation, I had a little talk from a little quote from past president of RI, and so I've determined that I can't give the same one each time. So I've got another one for you tonight. And this is from Father Gus Tolton, who was the very first African American priest born in the United States. And I thought this is very apropos for us as Rotarians. Give us the courage to build what others may one day benefit from, even if we never see the fullness of it ourselves. So I hope as Rotarians that helps allows you to think about our purpose, because so much of what we do where we're creating lasting impact does not show up until many years after we've accomplished it, especially working with youth or planting trees or something like that. So I think we do some great things, but sometimes they don't show up for many years. But that being said, I'm very appreciative of you guys inviting me back, inviting me last month to do your installation, and having me come visit with you online tonight. So I want to share with you too what the purpose of the district governor is. I am actually considered an officer of RI, elected by each of you in the district. And I am, along with, as I mentioned, our past district governor and then our assistant governors, we are all your official representative and liaison to Rotary International. And so I say this position is not just an honor, but it certainly reflects in your trust in my leadership. It forces me to have a deep understanding of the district and, of course, an unwavering commitment here to each of you as well as to Rotary International. So my mission is to help lead your clubs, inspire you individuals, and engage each of you with Rotary's role in our community. So as you can see over here on the right, service above self, that logo, if you weren't aware, that goes back 115 years. Actually, the same year as our district began. So 1911. This year's motto is create lasting impact. And I wanted you to see that one from this banner or badge from 1928, as this was used in the 1928 convention in Minneapolis. And after next year's convention will be in Barcelona, but the following year after that we'll be back in Minneapolis again. And I'll show you in a bit how you too can possibly enter and volunteer for that convention. Okay. So if you look here, we'll tell you a little bit about myself. I'll start in the bottom right-hand corner, and that is my family. My eldest daughter is on the left. Her name is Tara. She was married the exact same day as Linda. So I was very sad and happy at the same time, Dad. Very proud of her, and certainly welcome my new son-in-law to our family. It's my mother-in-law, Judy, and we're going to talk a little bit about why I share a picture of her and why my wife has her spousal project going on that we'll visit with. Down here in the bottom left-hand corner, Linda mentioned earlier, I saw her at Florida at the International Assembly. That is where 535 of my fellow, at the time, district governor-elects were, and we got to meet and spend a little bit of time with our current president, Yinka Babalola, and his wife, Pressy, who are from Nigeria. I'll talk about him shortly. And then up in the upper left-hand corner, that is a picture of Taipei 101. We did get to go up to the top floor there, which was a pretty good experience for me because I'm a guy that does not like heights, and I made sure not to get too close to the windows there. But that picture showing there. That's not something I'm used to because the whole week we were there, I never saw the sun once. And for all of you women that like to have nice hair every morning, my wife would come out and say, "Take a good look at my hair now, honey, because all this humidity here," and it was about 95% humidity every day. She would say, "This is as good as my hair is going to look all day." So there's Jill. We're there in Taipei. We just checked in the convention, and we were there that weekend or that week with 37,000 of our fellow Rotarians. And then over to the right are my three favorite kids. We are involved with Boxer Rescue, and that's numbers 5, 6, and 7. So we started out rescuing many years ago and kind of failed as fosters, but wound up keeping those dogs to fill our empty nest that we now have. So. And as I mentioned, the senior source, that is our spousal project for this year. And Linda probably knows a little bit better than I do as to where the spousal project came from. But from my understand correctly, many of the spouses, they would go out on these visits to the different clubs, and it would be a 2-day ordeal. And so the spouse would always receive some kind of a little knick-knack or whatever. You might be a hot plate or something like that. But they decided finally they would, rather than getting all these collections, because how many hot plates do you really need? But that people started making donations to the charity of their choice. Well, my wife selected the Senior Source, and what the Senior Source does, and if you've ever dealt with a person going into cognitive decline, having some dementia issues, things like that. The Senior Source has been around for over 65 years, and they help seniors in need financially. They help them everything from if you need to find a care center, a nursing home, etc. Need somebody to come out there and do care for you, one day a week for that member. That they offer all these types of facilities. I got involved with them doing some things on helping widows be able to learn how to balance a checkbook for the first time in their life once they lose their husband, pay a mortgage, and do other things along those lines. So they've, as you see there, they've helped over 25,000 seniors and their families each year. Those pictures we have there on the far right, that is District Governor nominee Michael Pugh, and Dan is their president-elect from the Addison Club. They were out there as part of our crew of roughly about 30 Rotarians, where we distributed over 900 fans and air conditioners and put them in the cars for seniors in need. So it was great. A couple of Saturdays we did this, but the Senior Source does some amazing work, and we really love working with them. And of course, this crew. So definitely Miss Jerica on there, and I kind of joke around as every time I go out and said to put a face with 1,000 emails. This is Jerica. So Jerica sends out all my mails to remind every president that I'm coming to visit and going to see the club, and she sends a survey. So everybody knows Jerica via email, but I get to put her smiling face up here, along with Vicki Campbell from my club. Vicki does all our event planning. She's got a lot of work coming up. She's already done a lot of work, but I'm so appreciative of both of them. And I would be in a world of trouble without both Jerica and Vicki. So I mentioned Yinka also. Yinka has been in Rotary for 35 years, but he is the very first RI president we've had that was a Rotaractor. And for those of you that don't know, Rotary used to be, in order to get into the club, you had to be really a prestigious member of your town. So maybe there was one doctor or one lawyer or one banker that would be in your club. Well, it's still that way in many parts of the world. And Yinka talks about how it took him forever to get out of his Rotaract club in order to find a sponsor that would get him into Rotary. And thank goodness he did, because Yinka he's a very nice man and has done some amazing work with helping to eliminate polio in the continent of Africa. But he also laid some groundwork for us, and Linda and David were there for that morning meeting, and he talked about what we as Rotarians can accomplish together. And I challenge Chris and the rest of your team, Chris, that, what do you want your year to be known for? Are you going to be just a caretaker, or are we going to make things happen? And I put this out for all the clubs too. Have any of y'all ever heard of what a MEBA club is? You can raise your hands if you've heard of it. But MEBA came from my good friend and past district governor, Gilbert Brown. Gilbert explained it this way to me: MEBA stands for meet, eat, burp, and adjourn. So it means we don't do anything. We show up and we socialize, and we're kind of Rotarians in name only. So Yinka challenges all of us to go out there and be better than your best. And continue. I challenge you guys to continue to find the project or program that is going to distinguish your club and really make a difference and create that lasting impact in your town. Now, following Yinka's year, once we will return to the United States, and our next RI president in a year from now will be Larry Lunsford, and Larry's from Kansas City. Larry right now is working on helping to eliminate polio in those last two countries, and hopefully we can get to that. But you'll get a chance to hear from Larry. Those of you who will be at PETS next spring, Larry will be there. And by the way, PETS is, while it's there for your president-elect training, it's also open. All the dinners and lunches and all, they're open to other Rotarians. So anybody's welcome to go and hear from the future RI president. And then following Larry will be I would say Tom Gump will be our representative or our president probably in the next 5 to 8 years. Tom is our zone leader, or he represents us in the RI board of directors. He is out of Minneapolis and is in charge of the convention 2 years from now. So I leave this email address at the bottom, ri2028volunteer@gmail.com. You can apply. Just send an email to that address, and you'll get some information about possibly being a volunteer at the International Convention 2 years from now. So be the first one we'll have back here, and it should be a great time for all of us. And then kind of talked about this, but on the 24th of October will be the world's largest polio walk. And our goal is on that day is to raise $25,000 from our district towards the Polio Plus Fund. So we're looking for sponsors and supporters. But what's going to happen is that while it's World Polio Day, the goal should be that we get out there along with 320 of our fellow districts around the world. They're all going to be walking on that same morning at 10 o'clock, and we're going to do it at Brookhaven. It's going to be a simple little 1 mile walk, and should have some great attendance. For $25, you get your T-shirt, get to walk, get a few refreshments and so forth at the end. But hopefully that leads us on the way to, raising a lot of money to finally end polio once and for all. As I mentioned, 2 countries left in the world. Hopefully we can get that taken care of and eliminate polio. The one thing we know we can do now that's different than even just a couple of years ago is the inoculation process does not require a needle anymore. It's an air compression system. So hopefully that helps us get the word out there in these other countries, and we can finally accomplish this once and for all. But in the meantime, please come out, support the world's largest polio walk. We're going to do it at Brookhaven College at 10 o'clock on that Saturday, October 24th. Now, District 5810, just to tell you a little bit about it, we are part of Zone 25B with the other 7 districts in Texas. And we actually match up with Zone 29 that goes all the way north up through the Great Lakes region up to the Canada border. We cover 8 counties here. And the reason I bring that up, I'll show you that picture. That yellow area is what I go out and visit the 63 clubs in that area. So today, for instance, I was down at the Ennis Rotary Club. Got to do this presentation with them. I like it because I'm not spread out all over the place and can accomplish seeing a lot of clubs really within only maybe at most a little over an hour drive. Unlike some of those places, you look at the one in blue, that's quite different. But I talked to some of our counterparts from around the world. For instance, we know that Russia, the lady that's there, she has to go from Moscow and cover the whole entire state of the whole entire country of Russia, and has to travel by plane to see everybody there. So I'm thankful that mine's are just a short drive. Now, a little bit about us. We are established, as I mentioned, back in 1911. We have 63 clubs, 2,312 members, and our membership was down this year, about 48 members, and our member retention rate is at 88%. That means on July 1 from 2025 through June 30th of this year, we maintained, actually it was like 87.8%. The number that always shocks me when I look at, though, of the new members that we brought in last year, 12% of those folks left. So we really need to do a better job through orientation and making sure these new members stick around with us. Okay. 2 things that I want you to be cognizant of these numbers. That's TRF, Rotary Foundation. Last year we raised $726,000 in Mary's year, and 46 clubs gave the Polio Plus. So we raised $134,000, which was 2.5 times the amount we did the previous year. So that's a great number. I know that Mary's group, along with Ross, who was her Polio Plus chair, left some really big shoes to fill, and hopefully we can get on track and reach that same number. Okay. So here's our goals for this year, and I go back to what I mentioned about Yinka saying do better than your best. So our best year in the last 5 to 7 years was 1.134 million, and our goal was for the foundation to raise 1.2 million this year. So what does that mean to you? That opens it up and allows us to bring money back here through district grants, through global grants, and really increase our dollars as much as 2, 3, 4 times as much. We want to increase members by net 100 members this year. So my goal is for every club, and as I mentioned, we have 63 clubs, but I would love for every club to have 2 net new members before the end of the year. Okay, so means we got to be cognizant of that. Dumping all those old folks that we had on there come June 30th. Your numbers will always look good up till then, and then people will clear their roles. But I need, if every club can add 2 net new members, we'll take care of that 100, that net 100 members by then, and that'll get us much closer to that 2,800 by the year 2030. We're going to continue to build the bench. So what that means is there's more career paths for folks that are in the district at the district level. And why that's important to me, several years back, I was on the district nominating committee for the first time, and we only had one person that applied to be district governor, which shocked me. I said, okay, here we are with 2,400 members, but yet only only one person wants to apply to be that district governor. So for some reason, me opening my mouth got me volunteered to apply then a few years down the road, and that's why I'm here at this point. But I am happy to say that with Mary's building the bench and sending a lot of folks to training and doing that development of district officers, we had 5 people that applied to be district governors last year, and we're hoping we have the same numbers that will apply again this year. The other stuff we're going to review and revise that manual procedure. We got to make sure that those items where our bylaws, essentially our district bylaws, match up to what Rotary's bylaws are. And so I have a group that are following that, and we're going to make sure we match up with those. We're going to review and revise our strategic plan. Every club and every district should do this every couple of years. So I try to remind our presidents, yes, to revise that strategic plan that we have. And then the big thing that we'll have is also our youth events. We'll continue with things like RILA. We're going to do a new promotion of the youth exchange, 4-way speech contest. I don't know if you guys have ever sent anybody over to the 4-way speech contest or not, but it's a great way to send high schoolers, gives them a chance to earn some scholarship money. So there'll be an increase in the exposure for that contest, as well as I'm happy to report, and she dropped off, but past district governor Mary is going to be our Interact chair, and so we have 50 Interact clubs around Dallas, so I expect to see our exposure really increase through those high schoolers, through the interactors, and those kids that in the past have gone along to RILA. And these are the things that require your participation. Right now, as we speak, we have the Rotary Means Business going on, and that goes on 4 times a year. So August, November, February, and May. And that's a great chance for everyone to go and network with other Rotarians that you may have an interest in doing some business with. It's also a great way to recruit new Rotarians. I did a talk last week at the Uptown Club, and Christy, who is their president, that's where we met her. And we found out that she was a Rotarian who had just moved up here from Houston. She attended that event, and now she's involved with the Uptown Club. Club Leadership Exchange we do on the second Saturday of each month. We just did it last weekend, and we'll be there next month. I would stress to you that you guys send a representative, because we'll be talking about membership. Very important activity for all of us, and obviously it's important we do increase our membership. I mentioned about the next two, the world's largest polio walk, and then the nominating committee will meet early in December. If you would like to recommend somebody for either district governor or even to be on the nominating committee, please feel free to let me know. Two other things, the Foundation Gala will return in February, and then EarthX will be at the Hilton Anatole. It is sponsored by Rotary and the Trammell Crow family, and that has to do with our environmental projects that we do. Okay. So also, I try to remind folks about looking at your club, not just from what you think we show, but the way somebody else may see it. Oh, I have to attend another meeting. Oh, I've got to pay dues. But maybe they don't understand that we are people of action, people that go out and do activities and create that lasting impact. So again, when you bring those new members in, bring them and make sure we're properly orientating them into our club, and they are getting a good look to see exactly what we do. And then I'd be happy to share this with you. I'm up to 12 dirty dozen ways to destroy your club now, so I need to update this. But I'm not going to read all these off to you and do any more death by PowerPoint than I've already done. But I would say this to you: show up, be passionate, and be a great Rotarian. And what you do is will make a difference, and you'll have others that want to be there and be a part of your club also. So a few things about your club, in case you didn't know this, you guys were chartered back in 2007. You have listed this year an amazing number of goals, and I expect Chris and all of you will hit those goals just like you did this last year. Currently, right now, we're sitting at 15 members, and of that, the amazing thing is we've got 11 Paul Harris Fellows, 4 benefactors, 3 major donors, which are Jerica, David, and Linda. We also have we've got 1 person doing Rotary Direct right now, so I'd love to see that number increase. And if you need some information on that on the foundation, I'm happy to send one of our guys out, and we can talk more about that also. So, and that is really it for my talk. I thank you. What kind of questions do you guys have for me? What would you say?
Do anybody have anything? Go ahead.
Go.
Oh. Well, I want to ask. Go ahead.
Okay. Now, one thing you talked about going out to the awards banquet, didn't Mary say it was sold out?
It is sold out. Yes. As of today. That was the first I heard. Right when you did. I knew it was getting close, but that'll be next a week from Friday.
So, Jerica, you're going?
No, I'm going to be in Africa.
Oh, okay. Chris?
Yes, I'll be there. Okay. And I'm going to be working it.
Oh, you're going to be even better.
Yeah, I'm going to be helping setting up and directing traffic. So, yeah, I'll be there.
Oh, okay.
Well, I had a question from Mike. As online club, what will be something that you've seen in the past that could benefit us?
So I would certainly stress when we do things like the Club Leadership Exchange or Club Leadership Training Assembly, all those things where you are there with other Rotarians throughout the district, especially when we're talking about membership. You guys may want to bring up things like, hey, if you've got members that, how do you want to say that maybe somebody's leaving because let's say they're moving, they would like to keep that connection. We talked about it earlier tonight. Want to keep that connection back to Dallas. Maybe this is something they could do and still be a part of Rotary in the Dallas area, be part of District 5810. But they're not going to be there to be able to attend, say, the Addison meeting or the Plano meeting or whatever it may be. Okay, whatever part of town you're in, maybe that's something that you can do it. And you can say, and our dues, I'm probably pretty sure are going to be less than most of the others too. So,
I have a question. Like when was it East Plano that disbanded, and also the Irving Sunrise? Where did those members go? I mean, we were
Plano
notified.
mixed up among a couple, Linda. East Plano went up to, some went to Plano, some went to North Texas Pioneers.
Okay, I was going to say
The
some of
Irving
them.
Sunrise, none of them moved into any other clubs at this point.
And that's where, can we have a list of those people so that we can contact them and see if they still want to be involved in Rotary? Because I know several people.
I bet we could find. I bet we could grab them.
And this last year, we did have a couple of people that came into our club because their jobs had changed and they were too far away from their physical club. So they asked to be with us. They came in and they were with us maybe 6 months or so, but then they moved on to another club. And we didn't lose them. We lost them, but somebody else gained them.
Right. So, yeah, you could do that and hold somebody there and so forth.
Okay. But there's anyway a list of the Sunrise Club. I know some of the people, but they're older and they're not capable now.
Yeah, a lot of them. I know Max Duplant was talking to some of them, but a lot of them kind of seemed like they weren't sure what they were going to do, and were not committed to it. So
yeah,
I'll find out for you.
Yeah, I live in Irving, and I know a lot of them from years ago. And so if I could have their contact information, because once they disbanded, their information was taken off a club runner. And so there's no way to contact them.
Mike, are we still doing an exit survey?
Only right now it's up to the clubs to do it. Some are doing it, some are not.
Okay, I thought the district tried to do it a couple of years ago. I didn't know if they continued or not.
I don't have anything in there right now.
If they did, we'd appreciate that list.
Okay. I'll see if there's anything there. So.
All right.
You know, District Governor, before we let you go, I do have one challenge that I see in our club, and it's fundraising. We've tried to do a couple donations for a raffle.
Yeah.
They had time.
I mean, that's how we were able to fund partial of sending our student to RILA, but so many of the projects are self-funded by individual members of the club. Because we try to keep our dues as low as possible. Only what, Linda, $25 of the dues are actually going towards our mission, to our, so what are, you know, if you have some ideas that you could pass our way, that's what we need help with, because we don't have a flag program. We don't have online auctions or something like that.
Right. Yeah, it's probably, you know, like our things that we do, you know, my club, we have the flag program, and then we also have our clink and drink, and then, you know, then there's some different small things that we have. And the flag program is a big one for us, and that all that goes right to our foundation. You know, I mentioned earlier today, I was at Ennis. Well, they do not only do they do 1,800 flags, and they usually make a profit about 65,000 each year. But after that, they have a run that they do Memorial Day. They make another 25 to 29,000 on that one. But you know, that's a ton of work. And, you know, Addison makes $100,000 on their golf tournament. So there's a lot of things out there. It's just a matter of how much time and effort you guys are willing to commit to it.
Yeah, Mercedes and I brainstormed once, and then it's just life got, you know, busy, and it's hard when you have, you know, 15 members, and then you see, you know, the same folks around here that are involved in other capacities. So just, you know, it's something that comes to mind that you could pass along, a little nugget of, hey, this
Sure.
you know, that would be great.
Yeah, I'd be happy to do that.
Welcome, PDG. Bill be online right now.
I see that. I see Bill on there.
Hey guys, I come home looking for dinner, and Lisa said, no, dinner has to wait because Mike Callahan is our speaker today, and we want to be there to support him. So we're in the kitchen, and so kind of my dinner starting over there.
Well,
It's
hey,
been
very nice of her to put that together for you.
I am so grateful. I'm the luckiest guy in the world. And I just finished doing Rotary Zone stuff. In fact, they have a presentation on putting the fun in fundraising. We should just send that over to you guys and see if there's anything in there you want to do.
That'd be awesome. Thanks, Bill.
That'd be great.
You betcha. Bless you. Good seeing you.
Bill, you were a hit.
I hit who?
You were a hit.
Oh, at
Who
the
was
wedding,
that pastor?
I think the bride was the star of the show.
No, they said, who was that pastor? He was so good.
I got requests to preach at their churches, and I said, most churches, when I show up, they're afraid the altar will catch a fire. So I'm not open for that, but it was a real joy to be there and to celebrate after 32 years of dating, getting hitched. I'm glad y'all didn't rush into anything.
Okay. Thank you.
Love you much.
All right. So we're gonna end our meeting. So we're gonna follow it out with the four-way test. Would y'all like to join me in doing the four-way test of the things we think and say or do? First, is it the truth? Second, is it fair to all concerned? Third, will it
Will it build
fighting
goodwill
discoveries
goodwill
recently.
and better friendship? Fourth, will it be
Will it be
beneficial to all
concerned?
concerned?
What?
And fifth, will it be
Will it be
fun?
Fun.
Awesome.
Hey, thank you all for being here. We thank our Governor Mike and everyone else participating tonight. Y'all have a lovely night.
Thank you.
God
See y'all
bless
soon.
you guys. Keep it fun. Take care, Mike.
Bye-bye.
Be